Good evening, everyone. You're here with Shingai from the Noisettes, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be taking part in this exciting live cast for Shape What's to Come. If you want to ask me any questions, maybe you're interested in getting into music or putting your artistic skills to something wonderful for your future, and you want to find out a bit more about what I do and what inspires me, then we can have an inspirational discussion if you just use the social stream, basically, and touch your screen to the right, and I'll answer as many of them as I can. I think we've got, is it half an hour on air? So without further ado, the first question that's come in is from Shape What's to Come, Anna Stewart. Is that correct? Okay, hi, Anna. Okay. I'm just checking you can see me, and your question is, why have I got involved with Shape What's to Come? It's a really exciting initiative that supports young women in particular, women of any age, I believe, that are inspired by the arts, especially music, and have a burgeoning passion that they want to make some kind of career out of. So they asked the Noisettes, Dan and I, to come and do a show for them, which we did at the Levi store, and then I did some kind of like panel, and loads of people asked lots of questions, and it was actually really exciting because that's not usually my forte. So I just thought it would be the beginning of an interesting relationship with loads of people out there who might have gone through what I've been through. So that's how I got involved, from doing a show for Levi's. Okay, wow, this is all rolling quickly. You can see it's gonna be a journey. I'm getting used to this because it's live, and I feel like I've got my own TV show, which is the questions coming from you through this iPad, and I'm a bit like Wilma from the Flintstones when it comes to technology. So bear with me. Our next Shape of What's to Come question. Is it 3 questions from Anna? It's 1 more question from Anna. Okay, sorry about that. And you've asked me what the significance of the song that we've chosen is. To put that in a nutshell, we were actually recording this fantastic song. It's an African folk song called Kilimanjaro, and it was made famous by a very inspiring woman called Miriam Makeba, who sadly passed away 2 or 3 years ago, actually on stage at the age of 74 years old. So she was someone that I grew up listening to her music quite a lot, and the Noisettes went to Africa to do our first concert in Malawi at the Lake of Stars Festival. Now, this has actually all happened in the last 6 weeks, and it just happened to be the song that was on the tip of our tongues at that time before we did the Levi's gig, because we flew over Mount Kilimanjaro in Nairobi, this beautiful mountain, to get to Lake of Stars and do our first gig in Africa. So it kind of all made sense. Fantastic, inspiring woman, amazing track, and maybe it's going to introduce her to lots of other women who might be inspired by her music. Yeah. Okay, so we have another question. Another question that's come in from Noonie 415. Hi Noonie, sorry I pronounced your name wrong. How did I get started in the music business? The music came first. The business follows. The business followed because I was lucky enough to get people that supported the music that Dan and I were making. I started off, in fact, dreaming and having huge aspirations to become an actress on the worldwide stage, in the theatres, on the film, on screen, etc., etc. And whilst I was studying this, which was my passion mainly at the time, I ran into Dan, who was getting started in a really fabulous band with his dad, actually, and it was doing covers. And at the time, I was doing really crummy jobs in retail, so it seemed like a really, really good way to make some money creatively while I was studying to be an actress. And I guess I soon found out that after a while of singing all these cover songs, I thought, wouldn't it be great to do original songs? So the Noisettes kind of was born out of Dan and I playing in lots of different bands for coins. We busked, we did loads and loads and loads of different musical adventures together before it all kind of went into the Noisettes. That's how I got started, and then we've played with some amazing musicians so far along the way, and we've had 2 amazing albums that we're really proud of. Played with some amazing musicians, Tom Mann, Jamie Morrison, Jamie Lawrence, to name a few. Now we've got Toby, we've got backing singers. It's just an ever-evolving kind of crew, the Noisettes, I suppose, at the moment. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so another question that has come in is, I think it's Noonie as well. It's not. Okay, this is an official question, apparently. What's the favourite part about what I do? What's actually quite amazing, just to bring you a little bit more in reality where I am, I'm actually doing this from this crazy little hotel in Soho in London. It's been snowing all day. I was at the studio before with Dan and Toby, and we were jamming and mocking up some ideas for the next album. And suddenly I'm in like a crazy sort of people carrier huddled with all my coats and bags, and I find myself here, and I'm having a virtual evening for the next half an hour with people that I might never ever meet. There's something quite amazing about that, and it's another example of how I love to be surprised. I love to surprise people, and what's beautiful about art is that it's full of surprises. Making music is full of surprises. I'm in a room full of probably about a dozen to 20 people, and this room has totally taken on another shape and form since I arrived. So the favourite thing is, at the moment, it's the ever-changing scenery. It's being able to adapt from coming out of the cold, having a sad, maybe, a melancholy conversation on the phone, to getting in that lift, sitting on this couch, running away from the brush of the glam squad lady, who's great. Abby, Gail, brilliant, by the way. So it's full of surprises, and that you can just totally turn a room into an event like this and electrify what was once a pretty kind of basic, dull hotel room. And God knows who's going to be in here next, and the carnage we're going to leave behind. So that answered that question, hopefully. Obviously, yes, being on stage, the fans answering your questions is all weird and wonderful as well, because you're not here, but you're there, but you're here, and I'm there. So, yeah.